Hey everybody, it's Chris Wilson from Chris Wilson Coaching and Marketing During Tough Times. Thanks for stopping by. It's Thursday, and Thursday is Free Marketing Day, where I talk about my favorite free and low-cost ways to market your business. Now, I know I have lots of new viewers from my Small Business Startup Club, from We Are Risk Takers, and all these great pages and groups that are showing my content. So what I talk about on Thursday is from my book called Marketing During Tough Times. It talks about different ways to market your business that are either free or low cost. If you go to my website, chriswilsoncoaching.net, you can download a free copy. For those of you who don't know me, I own a performing arts school, and I started it in my apartment in 1990. And I started with no money. And when I mean no money, I mean like zero. Like I had no money. There was no marketing budget. There were no websites back then. There was no Google. This is like old school. And so how did I start my business at first? I did something old school called cold calling or cold canvassing. What is that? That is just old-fashioned door-to-door salesmanship. You show up at a business, you don't have an appointment, you make an introduction, and you start to sell whatever it is you're trying to sell. So back in 1990, when I had my guitar school in my apartment, I would do cold calls at music stores, guitar stores that didn't offer lessons. And I would go up to a salesman and introduce myself and say, "Hi, I'm Chris Wilson. I own a guitar school. And I would like you to recommend me as a guitar teacher to anyone who makes a purchase. And I will keep them in lessons, and they're going to see my awesome guitar collection at my house when they take lessons, and they're going to want to buy an upgrade. And when they need their upgrade, I will personally bring them back to the store, and we will pick out a guitar, and you're the salesman, so you're going to make the commission on that. And they're going to need picks, and they're going to need strings, and I'm going to keep this person coming back to you over and over and over again." And it was a really valuable offer. None of the other guitar teachers were making that offer. I don't know why. But I initially built my school based on recommendations from salespeople at guitar stores, particularly Guitar Center in Chicago. That was the one I used back in 1990. How did I develop this skill? Well, my dad owned an insurance agency growing up. So I grew up working for him as a kid, never as an adult, but as a teenager and as a young person. I worked in my dad's office in the summer. And so he was the master cold caller. Both of my brothers, I have an older brother and a younger brother, ended up working for my dad. And my younger brother likes to tell the story of if it was a day at the office and there was nothing really going on, nothing was scheduled, there was no appointments, my dad would get out a local map, find the nearest office park, circle it, grab a stack of brochures, flyers, newsletters, whatever they needed. They sold commercial insurance. That was their business. And he would bring my little brother out, and they would go cold calling, door-to-door salesmanships in an office park, offering insurance services, reducing the rates, all that type of thing. And so my dad would do the first call, and he would do the talking, and then the second call, he'd make my brother do it, and they got comfortable doing cold calling. They said it was always on the most freezing cold day of the year. We're in Chicago, and on those days they were the only people out because it was so cold out in Chicago, but they would always be out there doing it. Modern day example, at my performing arts school, I was cold called last year. A woman showed up at my office. Our performing arts school is mostly children, I should tell you that. And she owned a children's dental practice, or was doing the marketing for a children's dental practice. And so she came in unannounced and said, "Hey, I'm so-and-so. I'm with this children's dentist office down the block. Can I speak to Chris, the owner?" They knew it was me, and she was prepared. She had a joint venture. She's like, "Okay, we'll cross-market our program. So you're going to promote me, I'm going to promote you. If someone mentions they need braces, you're going to go, 'Oh, you know what, I know a great dentist.' If someone talks about music lessons, I can talk about your stuff or talk about your programs." She had a referral program. She's like, "If you refer people to me, I will reward you." And we didn't get to talk about financial terms, but it sounded to me like she was offering me a financial reward. She brought in marketing materials, really nice looking professional marketing materials, brochures and flyers and all sorts of things, a take one box. She also expressed interest to doing any kind of cross-marketing program that would work. So all these examples I gave you are free. They're just old school hustle. You know, if you're starting your first business, you might think, "Oh, I need $10,000 for a website, or I need all this money for something else." You really don't. I started my business, old school hustle. My dad, same thing. This wonderful children's dentist, same thing, old school hustle. So if you don't have any money, this is a great way to get started. And be sure to check out a copy of Marketing During Tough Times over at chriswilsoncoaching.net. Thanks a lot. I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.